whatever, he's blind, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's the logic to that.
I think it's just the happiest, the happiest skin that involves Lee Sin. I think Lee Sin normally is just like a really moody dude because he's a blind monk. But like, in this he's just hanging out, man. He's just having a good time.
Yeah.
He has his coconut shell filled with whatever mystery liquid that is. He's just...
I would assume it's an alcoholic beverage, but he's pretty disciplined. I don't know if he indulges in that.
Yeah, do you really want to be drunk and blind? Is that really a good idea?
It might just be coconut milk, honestly.
Looks like McKinley doing some trick spotland. They're all converging towards Caitlyn.
Yeah, it looks like Caitlyn's gonna have to. I'm gonna switch the camera down there because there it is. Caitlyn, she has a wide array of it. Oh, and blows the flash and dodge a death sentence. She took the Yordle snap trap at first. If she had the 90 caliber net, she could have just 90 caliber netted out of there. Decided to take that early skill and throw down the Yordle snap trap.
The flash was necessary though because the death sentence wasn't gonna hit her. Like the most she would have taken damage from was the Ezreal Q, but I don't know. I mean, she flashed anyways.
It's a better safe than sorry thing going on there. It's like, well, panic move, and if it didn't happen, then well.
Yeah, and I guess you don't really need to flash in the first 4 minutes of the game too much.
I hope for Tweetus' sake he doesn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good for him. Then everything will have gone according to plan.
Yeah, Dick Nixon having a dance party there. Wish he would have done that during the White House run. He wouldn't have gotten in trouble with Watergate because he'd been too busy having fun partying. But he decided to go a little bit covert there and get thrown out of the White House. We'll talk about it later. He's going to start as red, though. The jungler's going to mirror their routes, both of them heading up top for their routes.
That was quite the reference, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, no problem.
That was, you dug real deep for that. I don't think a lot of, it might be tough for some people to get, but hey.
They're in high school, they should be.
Wasn't a great guy.
Should have.
I don't know.
Let's not. I don't want to debate politics, but
no, this is happening now.
They're in high school. They should know the reference. Sonic Coconut landing, followed up by his little flipper kick there. I only say that because he has sandals or flip flops on, but I'll probably just call it Resonance Strike because I don't like saying flipper kick. It sounds dumb.
You also might not want to say flip flops on a Hawaiian stream because people kind of hate the phrase flip flop here.
Really? Is that?
It's always been sandals, man.
It's always been sandals. Okay, see, I don't know that.
Flip flop is like the first thing that someone is not from Oahu or Hawaii is that when they say flip flop.
Well, I have established I'm from Ohio.
Yes, well,
which is probably the opposite.
It's pretty close to the opposite.
I mean,
but that was a lot of damage coming down on both people top lane.
Oh yeah, top lane. Yeah, directed camera decided to keep me in bot lane. There was a little bit of damage in the mid lane as Besu is keeping Worst Smiter in A underneath this turret, and that's kind of what you have to do to a Kassadin. Of course, that leaves you overextended, but if you can punish the Kassadin, keep him under his turret, because he has trouble farming under turret. You can, Besu can get to that mid game a little bit earlier. Meanwhile, though, both junglers ganking up top lane here. Dick Nixon not really finding his mark where he needs to. Young 808 taking quite a bit of damage. I don't know if the young 808 has anything to do with Eternal.
Oh no, 808 is just the area code in Oahu.
Oh, okay. So I've seen a couple 808s. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, people like to rep the 808.
Well, Blue Gene is staying in mid lane. There's Ignite going down onto young 808. I don't think he has Safeguard. Yeah, he does have Safeguard, and that's actually going to save him.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, that was a clutch Safeguard. He's going to go back, recuperate, and that.
Nasus in a top lane.
Yeah, Nasus
build up that siphoning strike.
Yeah, I would say that is an advantage of him staying in top lane, but that top lane is pretty much in the favor of Renekton at this point.
Yeah, now that Udyr knows that Nasus top lane, he's going to farm his jungle for him.
X-Fantastic, that's his name. Got it.
X-Fantastic. Good name.
Good job, Fekez. But, Images.
Yeah, no. Bot lane getting pretty pushed. I mean, Images is doing some business down here.
Yeah, he actually gets Xenobladed onto here. Yeah, Xenobladed on here. The Flade knocks him back, though. There's not much else to follow it up there. They get quite a bit of damage on the Images. But, they're just going to reset. We're going to go back to farming, as Images does have the upper hand in CS so far, and he actually has his health pot also, while Tweetus does not. There's another gank coming out from Dick Nixon on top lane. Flash being blown by Fantastic. They might be looking to tower dive this one. Both of them can be pretty tanky. There's the first blood going over to Dick Nixon.
Did he Siphon Strike that kill?
I don't know. I was actually wondering that too, but I don't know.
That's like the most important thing, really, as a Nasus, is just Siphon Strike everything.
Yeah, I do know he had the red buff ticking on him, so it could have even been a red buff kill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a little bit of aggression going down. Also, exhaust going down onto Images as well. Tweetus needs to be backing up a little bit, though, because he's taking quite a bit of damage. There's Blue Gina down in the bot lane here. Doesn't want to tower dive it, though.
Yeah, it's the problem with Udyr is that he doesn't have a real gap closer, so it's tough for him to really get in there and CC someone.
No, and that's one of the downsides to taking Ghost instead of Flash as an Udyr. I mean, it is logical, especially in team fights or chasing, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Synergizing with the bear stance. It's very logical, but I mean, as one thing you do lose out on is a kind of a gap closer, like a surprise bear stance stun. But
yeah, he becomes a much less effective ganker, really, when you don't take the flash.
Yeah, so definitely need it. I actually said I was going to look this up here. Yeah, so the stun is for 1 second on bear stance, and it cools down at 6 seconds on an individual. So we're wondering about that.
Oh wow, 6 seconds.
Yeah, wondering about that in Champions Select. There's the answer. No worries, easy peasy. And Image is shoving in this lane. 29 CS to 40 right now. He has quite the CS lead right now as Ezreal.
Yeah, Images, he's just, trying to get that farm on Ezreal. I'm curious to what Ezreal build he will be going. He currently has a Doran's Blade, so as long as he keeps auto-attacking, he'll have enough sustain in this lane. But
yeah. Typically...
kind of makes up...
Go ahead. You're good. Go on.
Okay, well, it just kind of makes up for Thresh, not having like a support with any sort of healing capabilities. I know that isn't as popular competitively right now, but it does make up for the lack of heals coming in.
Yeah. I mean, typically you do see the Ezreals going. They usually, they go the Triforce build, the Rush Bloodthirster, and then go Triforce. So that does take care of it. And there's the roam from Worst Smiter NA, getting the Null Sphere onto Images, and the barrier being popped. Arcane shifting out of there. Dick Nixon's down there as well. Zenith Blade onto Trickster, getting flayed back, and there's a built-over Peacemaker. Trickster is not gonna fall yet. No, he's gonna fall to Worst Smiter NA. Dick Nixon was taking out turret shots, barely survived, but got out of there. And True Shot Barrage is not up. Images is not level 6 to take out anybody weak there.
No, that was quite the gank, though. That was, what, 4 people?
Yeah, that was a roam from mid and Dick Nixon coming down. So that was synergy from the mid lane and the jungle.
Yeah, that was good stuff. At least the Images got out. I mean, as long as your carry lived. Oh.
So Dominus being popped in top lane. Fantastic does pick up a kill. Clean kill onto Young 808. Overstaying his low health bar there a little bit. And Fantastic just popped his Dominus. Got in there. Slice and dice. Goal of the meat. Took him down.
Yeah, you do have to watch out for that Renekton. I mean, he's an aggressive top laner, kind of unlike what we've been seeing in the 2 other games that have been played. I mean, this Renekton can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, Renekton has a kind of an interesting thing. He has a sustain in his Call of the Meek, so he can stay up there and lifesteal back a lot. But it also has quite a bit of damage, Slice and Dice and Ruthless Predator. And you think you can go, you can like duel him and think you're almost going to kill him, and then Dominus popped. He gets a 300 health boost or so, 150, however much it is, and kind of baits people out. Kind of puts them in a false sense of security.
Similar with Nasus.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess it makes sense, seeing as they're brothers and they have pretty much the same ults.
Yeah, I would like to actually meet their parents.
Their parents?
They seem interesting.
Do you think it's like one dog and one alligator?
I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But yeah. I heard that there is actually supposed to be another brother of those two coming out. And
oh God, I can't even imagine what it would look like.
I think he was going to be a mage, and I think he was supposed to be have a falcon head because they're based on Egyptian mythology.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think he was supposed to be a falcon head of some sort. But that would be interesting.
That would be quite odd.
But either way, it's all irrelevant because Dick Nixon is in the mid lane, ganking Bestu. Flash being popped. There's a shockwave, gonna keep him out. But Riftwalk gonna be a little bit. There's the Force Pulse coming out. Barrier getting popped by Bestu. There's Fury of the Sands gonna tank out that turret a little bit from Dick Nixon. Worst Smiter NA picks up a kill in the mid lane. That's 2 kills, 0 deaths for Worst Smiter NA. Losing out in the farm, but picking up kills.
Yeah, Dick Nixon is playing a very aggressive and kind of mobile Nasus. I'm really enjoying watching him jungle. I mean, he's really getting around on the map and ganking smart.
Yeah, doing some work. Especially taking advantage of that red buff. There's a Zenith Blade onto Trickster. And, there's a Death Sense onto Tweetus, though, to answer it back up. Image is still there. Arcane shifts in. Box coming down. Ignite on Tweetus, and Trickster picks up the kill. MXI, the only one left down there. They're just going to tick down on some damage, but going to push out the wave. And that's actually Ezreal building a Blade of the Ruin King first. That's an interesting first start.
Yeah, well, mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah,
with his mana potion. Don't worry about it. He's got this.
I think that's in response to the Nasus, because Nasus could just wither him and walk. Even if he arcane shifts out, Nasus slow is still enough to walk up to images and just pretty much Siphoning Strike and do whatever he needs to. And not to mention you have MXI launching in there, Young 808, Worst Smiter NA. There's a lot of jumps on coming out from Punahou. And I think that's I think the Bilgewater Cutlass is in response to that, to try to slow people down even more, have an extra escape, and he's building that first. And I don't know if he's going to leave it there for now or go into a Blade of the Ruin King early, but we'll see how it goes. It's an interesting first start, and I actually think I like it based on the team comp he's facing.
Yeah, the mobility, he's really going to need it to... Yeah, Nasus's Wither is just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean...
They've nerfed it a hint, but it's like Cassin. It's really not enough. I mean, you can't really nerf it enough without completely destroying the item, the ability itself. So, yeah, it's still...
Before they nerfed it, though, it was super ridiculous. It was like a 90% slow.
Oh, that was a
death sentence.
Max range
that
death
was
sentence.
clutch.
Yeah, clutch doesn't really do much. So both laner junglers, I should say, on the top lane. Dick Nixon getting locked down. Dominus being popped by Fantastic. It might be a little bit premature though, as nothing really came of it, because Blue Gina doesn't really have much to lock anybody down. True Shot Barrage coming up top lane from all the way from the bot lane. Not much happening from it. Misses everything. And
very narrowly though. It was super close.
Blue Gina just.
I mean, well, not really, but it was Yeah. I'm just trying to help out.
No worries. It was a good True Rider Barrage. It was very well placed.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, Blue Gina doesn't really have much to lock down. He's gonna hang around that top lane though, and as is Dick Nixon. So we're gonna see how they do here. Nixon actually.
Yeah, both junglers have been centering top lane quite a lot, trying to get onto that Lee Shen, or not Lee Shen, Lee Sin.
Yeah,
sorry.
He's back up there. Dick Nixon's back up there as well. There's a stun on Dick Nixon. Young 808 goes back in, Dragon kicks Blue Gina, and actually might be able to pick up the kill there, and yeah, it does pick up the kill. Especially Young J808, I haven't seen the J there. Either way, mid lane, a lot of damage going out onto both mid laners here, but Worst Smiter NA picks up gets the advantage of it, threw the Ignite down, got just a little bit too much damage going down. He's pretty much snowballing himself. Yeah. He snowballed himself just like a Cassidon really needs to, and that's going to be devastating for McKinley High School in the mid lane, or in the mid game, right?
Yeah. The Cassidon is currently 3-0, so it's gonna be tough. He just picked up his Rod of Ages at a nice 13 minutes.
Yeah, and getting that thing before 20 minutes is pretty all right. And he's going to be enjoying that. He's going to be enjoying that mid-game spike of power earlier than usual because he's snowballing himself. He's not even doing that bad in farm since he's been bullying out Besu's Orianna. So yeah, it's going to be a huge problem for McKinley mid-game.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of forming around Dragon, checking for wards. McKinley is looking to maybe pick it up, though Worst Smiter NA know what's going on, and he's just going to casually 2v1 this lane, or these people.
The Destin's landing down. He's getting locked down pretty hard there. See if he can riff walk out. He actually does. True Shot Barrage goes down, misses. Piltover Peacemaker going through the wall as well. Meanwhile, in top lane, Young 808 battling Fantastic. Fantastic has a Dominus pop, slicing over to him, and then dicing as well, locking him down. The Ignite goes down. Call the Meek finishes him off. And I think, yeah, McKinley got the Dragon as well during all that happening.
Yeah, that was a very good, 5 seconds for McKinley. They got Dragon and got a kill top.
Yeah, bringing the gold to pretty much even after having a little bit of an early bad start there.
Kind of fortunate that they caught out Cassidon, who, I don't know, I'm still not too sure why he void walked over the wall. He took a bunch of damage. It kind of made it impossible for them to try to contest that Dragon.
Yeah, I think it was, well, there's that 0.5 seconds that we were talking about last game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think he was just trying to delay to try to get his team over there, but it didn't really work out. And he knew he could get
I think he got a little more than what he asked for, and just enough stuns came in.
If he didn't have Flash, or if he didn't have Riftwalk, he had Flash. But meanwhile, though, he's going back in on Besu in the mid lane here. He doesn't want to tower dive, though, because Shockwave's not up, so he may have actually been able to tower dive that, but better safe than sorry. Just bully her out. And there's a turret going down. 2 turrets from McKinley going down, top and bottom. Ooh, there's a Solar Flare slowing 3 members there. There's Dick Nixon coming out, cutting off their escape route. Trickster gonna be falling here pretty soon. There's Tweetus picking up the kill there. And yeah, looks like Images and yeah, Images of Blue Gina getting out there.
Yeah, Dick Nixon though, he's been a very influential part of this game, just roaming around the map.
1-0-4 and just missing the Pilt of a Peacemaker.
So close.
They're more likely going to get this turret though. No one's there to stop them. And
yeah, McKinley might lose their top tower. Yep, there goes down to Young J 808.
So yeah, 2 towers at the same time, top and bottom, answering back the 2 towers that McKinley got just a few moments ago. I don't think 808 can battle this. Fantastic.
He definitely cannot.
Fantastic has too much just proccing, like ticking damage, DOT damage from that Sunfire Cape, and not to mention just the cold and making him pop Dominus. He has Dominus up, and that'll just add more to the damage over time with the Sunfire Cape.
Yeah, it looks like people are just kind of migrating back to their lanes inside their own jungle, I guess, you know, for Punahou is just looking to, Dick Nixon is trying to get off his Siphon Strike a little bit on jungle creeps, but it's not as powerful as you do it in lane, though.
I'm actually going to check out, he has 177 to his Siphoning Strike, so nothing really significant, but yeah, he's just, I mean, that's really all you can do with Jungle Nass. It's just kind of like last hit certain minions with the big minions like the Blue Wraith and the Big Wolf, because those do give you double stacks. That's pretty much all you can do with the Jungle Nassus. Other than that, he's playing the Jungle Nassus very well, ganking very aggressively, using his Wither, cutting off escape routes, things like that. There's going to be a McKinley group up in mid, it looks like, and they're going to take that mid lane tower.
Yeah, I'm doing it real quickly, just getting out as fast as they can. They don't want to start a team fight right now. They just want to try to, you know, get that gold lead back into a neutral state, which it kind of has. Both teams have about the equal amount of gold, about a 200 gold difference. McKinley having 1 more tower over Punahou. Yeah, just kind of looks like, just people are hanging out, you know, farming.
Oh, you know what? I actually would like to give a shout out to Images. I know he's playing right now, but he might come back and see this. He actually helped me out with my stream a little bit because it was lagging yesterday, and there's a lot of damage going out on top lane. Looks like young 808 getting the better hand on Fantastic there. Both flashes going down, Sonic Coconut going down, Resonating Strike picking up the kill for young J 808. So that'll be evening up the top lane pretty much up there. But where's Smiter NA getting a little aggressive? I would like to, real quick, shout out to Images. He helped me with my stream. It was laggy a little bit yesterday. Seems to be doing better today. Thank you, Images. But either way, back to the game. No worries.
Yeah, kind of some contention mid lane. Looks like they kind of want to dive a little bit. Yeah, it is 4-2 right now. They could technically do it, though. Vortex is up or Shockwave is up. It'd be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, young 808 is getting pretty aggressive in the top lane. He has his Ravenous Hydra completed. He's putting out quite a bit of damage on anybody up there. He actually even took out quite a bit of health in the Blue Gina's health bar.
True Shot Barrage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a clear wave, but it didn't even matter. There's a turret being answered back, so all outer lane turrets down for both teams.
Yeah, Cassidy not really coming into play as much as we thought mid-game. I mean, he's around, but he's not necessarily dealing all the damage.
Well, there's yet to be team fights yet. Like, there's been group ups and things like that. Wow, my goodness, young J 808 knowing the damage and knowing how to use the Lee Sin combination there, the QRQ to get the maximum damage, picking up a kill on the Blue Gina before he fell himself after attracting 2 other members up there. But yeah, there hasn't really been any team fights yet, so I don't know. I mean, where's Smiter NA? He still has quite the advantage. He
definitely does.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to use it pretty soon. Like I said, it hasn't been full on team fights yet. I think when we see that, we'll see a little bit more presence from him. He helped roam bot lane with Dick Nixon, got the tower down there. Didn't really focus too much on top lane though, as not really many people focus on top lane, but he's been trying to make his presence felt, and I think in team fights it'll be a little bit more felt.
Yeah, a lack of team fights in this match I've noticed for sure. I mean, kind of it seems like they're sticking to their sides and not necessarily trying to pick a fight at any point.
Well, the outer turrets just now went down. It's just about to hit 20 minutes. Dragon will be up in about 10 seconds. I think we can expect to see a team fight around this Dragon, as it looks like wards are being cleared and placed from both teams. And looks like everyone's going to be making their way down there. So I think there's going to be some Dragon contention coming in. McKinley did pick up the first Dragon. And Punahou is going to be looking to get his second Dragon. Meanwhile, though, young J 808 getting aggressive. Trickster put down the box and flashing away. True Shot Barrage coming out. Force Smiter in A. He's getting locked down. He's going to have to rift walk out into safety. And MXI still in the middle there. There's young J808 here. The Sands being propped. Proc going to help Dick Nixon zone out 3 members there, but he gives his life for it. There's a 1 kill for 2 right now. Now Tweetus actually falls. Double kill, triple kill, going over to Images. That is, I would like to point out that is IMAG easy for Ezreal, as you can see. And looks like young 808 going to try to steal this, but I don't think it's going to work out. He doesn't even have a smite. He goes in anyways. What is this aggression coming out of him? That was a little bit unnecessary. He's going to give his life for that. I don't think he's going to get a kill out of it either. No, Fantastic destroys him, as does the rest of the team of McKinley. That was a ballsy move. That was
a little unfortunate. Probably could have played that a little bit better. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he was trying to go for a super crazy 3v1 kill, but...
he's not that fed.
No, unfortunately not. They do get Dragon, though, or McKinley does get Dragon. Images got quite a few kills in that last team fight. Yeah, that was quite the turn of events.
Yeah, so it looks like...
What do you think happened in that last team fight?
What's that?
What do you think happened in that last team fight? I mean, Kassadin kind of got kicked out a little bit. I mean, he was running away with his Void Walker, which is not necessarily something you want to be doing Kassadin in a team fight.
Where Smiter NA got taken down quite early, and I don't know, it was a positioning of Punahou to... It wasn't very good. They had Dick Nixon zoning out 2 carries, the Besu and Images around the blue buff, and I mean, yeah, it zoned him out, but he wasn't able to do any damage to anybody, and he just gave his life for pretty much nothing, really. And where Smiter NA, like I said, got driven out pretty fast. I don't know, it was just their team got split up a little bit too much, and it was a little bit too much for them to handle. So McKinley just came back. Images picked up a triple kill. No problem. He's going to be building into that Triforce now, as he has the Phage and the Zeal. So he's going to be looking to put out quite a bit of damage and also peel for himself with his Blade of the Ruin King, which I didn't get to see if he proc that onto Dick Nixon. That might have been a factor as to why Dick Nixon was so didn't quite get what he wanted done, I think. But either way, yeah, Punahou needs to work on the positioning in team fights if they want to win this.
It looks like McKinley is trying to kind of push down mid. There are pretty much just 5 right now. Yeah, definitely trying to push down this tower.
I mean, they're in the position to push right now. They've proven that they can win team fights. And, I mean, Fantastic. He's pretty beefy right now. He has Randuin's and a Sunfire Cape. Not much in the way of magic damage resist, but, I mean, it's not going to matter too much if we can get in there and zone out Tweetus and keep everyone focused on him while Images and Besu just ticks down on everyone else.
Yeah, Renekton's got his Randuin and his Sunfire Cape, so he's definitely going to be taking up a lot of damage in pretty much every team fight, especially with his ultimate. I mean, he's going to be an unstoppable machine.
Yeah, Blue Gina hasn't had too much presence felt in this game yet, but I think in team fights, still doing all right. And Trickster has been doing really well in his Thresh play, given his life a couple times, but it's pretty much been worth every time as well. Landed Death Sentence, throwing down the box, getting a flay down before he dies at least. He doesn't have much he doesn't have anything in the way of item activation to help out his team, so he's getting his skills down that he needs before he dies. There's True Shot Barrage going to clear out the wave in the bot lane and keep Punahou's wave from pushing into McKinley's inner turret.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of awkward contention mid. Oriana's going up top. Blue Gina looks like they're trying to do something.
Yeah, I would say this is actually really bad for for McKinley right now, because it is a 4v5, but Punahou's kind of hesitant after losing that team fight. They're hesitant diving into this tower, and having Besu out of the fight, that's a huge amount of damage gone. Shockwave is up. That's a lot of CC gone as well. But they didn't push it, and now Besu's back. It's back to a 5v5. Sonic Coconut lands on Images, but it's nothing really going to happen on it.
Yeah, I feel like McKinley might be able to, if they do get into a team fight, I feel like McKinley would win. I mean, they had a pretty strong presence last time. Maybe their positioning isn't as good as last time, but I don't know. If they were to initiate under tower, it would be a pretty good team fight for them.
Yeah, they've been doing this dance for quite a while now, as Dragon is about to come back up. So it's been about 6 minutes since that last happened. And they've been pretty much dancing right at this turret the entire time. Just waiting for somebody to make a first move. Blue Gina going in, nothing happening. Wither going down. Here's the command attack, and Dissonance gonna be doing a little bit of damage, but not too much. Dissonance missing his mark, and now McKinley's looking to put more force into it and drive Punahou back. But it looks like they're just gonna break off, and I think they know Dragon's coming up. They're just gonna break off, get ready for this Dragon. It looks like.
Yeah, get their buffs at blue. Yeah, Dragon is up in a minute, so they're gonna want to start healing up and then start forming around Dragon.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing too. Young J808 going back up there. He has Ravenous Hydra. He can clear a wave in almost no time at all with his Tempest, Ravenous Hydra. No worries, easy peasy, easy life.
Yeah, everyone's looking to go to Dragon now. It's up in 30 seconds.
Yep, and Images finished off his Triforce, so he's going to have some huge damage coming out from his Mystic shots. It does proc the Triforce damage proc.
That does, and he has a full Bladed Rune King, so he is really quite a beefy dude right now.
Yeah, he's got quite the advantage down there. 9,200 gold in the game. He actually has the most gold in the game right now for an individual player. So yeah, he has all the money to work with to make himself a very powerful presence in team fights. And Dragon's up. Blue Gina's going to take it out a little bit. And let's see if Punahou can contest this here. Smite was not actually, was that a, yeah, that was a smite steal. Tried a smite attempt from Dick Nixon. Either way, Distance lands onto MXI. That was a solar flare knocking down most members of McKinley. The fantastic pops his Dominus, slice and dices to the back lines. And MXI fell pretty instantly. True Shot Barrage came out. And there's Twittis picking up a kill. No, did not pick up a kill. Dick Nixon actually picked up a kill. Fantastic in a bad position here. But there's Trickstar gonna land a Death Sentence onto Dick Nixon. Now Images not gonna pick up that kill, but almost did. Trickstar actually got it. Tweetus again falling to Besu. There's a 3-for-1 and a Dragon going over to McKinley. So I mean, yeah, team fight wise, they definitely have it. I couldn't actually pinpoint exactly where they went wrong. They were both teams were pretty scattered. Death Sentence landing on Dick Nixon certainly didn't help his effort, but that's going to allow McKinley to push him into this mid lane turret.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. I think about 3 players actually went chasing for Kassadin, and unfortunately, Kassadin being Kassadin was not going to be caught. Looks like they're just trying to run away now. I mean, they're on the retreat, definitely.
I mean, that is one of the big things about Kassadin is catching up to people who are retreating, but I mean, now he's by himself, and it's still 4 people strong for McKinley. I don't think he wants to chase into that, but McKinley's winning team fights and then pushing objective immediately after every team fight. So, I mean, they're widening the gold gap. They've got 3 turrets to 4 right now in their favor, and they're slowly pushing this game into their favor. Or more into their favor, I guess to say.
More into their favor, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't even see Kassadin in that team fight. Where did you...
Kassadin kind of got like caught out like at the bottom of the river, and then he just like tried to run away. That was kind of his whole involvement in that team fight. Yeah, I definitely didn't see him do a lot of work in that team fight, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm really surprised. He has a Rabadon's Death Cap and a Rod of Ages, which should be fully stacked now. Yeah, it's fully stacked. That's why I was surprised. I said earlier, I think we'll see more presence in the team fights, but haven't really been seeing that. That's what I talked about in Champion Select. You get a champion that is considered so powerful that he's banned in almost every game, and then you finally get him. What do you do with him? Have you practiced with him? Because I don't know why you would, because he's mostly banned, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm skeptical of the Kassadin right now.
Maybe that was McKinley's plan the entire time. Was like, hey, well, let's just bait them into the Kassadin pick, and they'll be totally underprepared to play him, but they're going to feel inclined to pick him.
Yeah, he had a great start with 3-0.
Yeah.
He was even keeping up in farm with Besu, but I mean, it's hasn't really been, not really much been in the way of making an effort to really turn around team fights. I don't know. Fantastic did pick up a Tiamat, so he's going to be farming up pretty well, trying to keep up with Lee Sin, and possibly look to split push a little bit too. See what happens here. Either way, Trickster being caught out here. This flashes over the wall, Zenith blading over the wall, followed by MXI. I don't think he's going to get out of this one. Ace in the hole goes down. Worst Smiter in. He does pick up the kill. There is Phil. His presence was felt there.
Yeah, no, totally. He laughed into that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It looks like McKinley's going to be on the back burner for a little bit. They're going to want to defend this middle tower.
Yeah. 4v5.
Yeah, it'll be tough for them, but they can do it. They've got the advantage to be able to defend their tower.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Punahou could even tower dive this? They do have they have to go through a fantastic Renekton and a Blue Gina or Udyr. Do you think they can even turret dive this?
It would be rough just because of Fantastic. I mean, he just has so many ways to kind of just, screw up a tower dive. Especially with his Randuins, it'd make it difficult for people to chase other people in tower range, and you don't want to be slow in tower range. That's just not good. And of course, Blue Gina has his bear stance, so he can dash around to other people, just kind of stunning them.
Yeah, it looks
so
like
it would be difficult for sure.
Yeah, it looks like actually he's gonna back off of that one. Probably thinking the same thing, and not to mention it's gonna be hard to lock down in Ezreal, which
yeah,
it's gonna be just damage, like a huge amount of damage coming out from the back lines that you can't get to no matter how hard you try. So,
yeah, with that Blade of the Rune King, he becomes a slippery fellow.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the Blade of Rune King, but it totally works out in the team copies against. So yeah, building to his to what he's facing, that is a very smart pickup. Dragon will be up in about a minute 15. I feel like this game's kind of in a lull.
A little bit. I feel like we've seen this happen before too.
Yeah.
Like they're just kind of waiting for a dragon to happen, and then normally like huge swings happen like in a dragon fight. Yeah. But while they wait for that to happen, they just kind of farm their own jungle.
Yeah, McKinley's
except for young J808, who is constantly pushing the top lane.
Yeah, he's trying to put pressure up there, trying to attract attention away from Dragon, but I don't think it's going to work out too much. He can take a tower pretty fast, I'll bet, because he does have the auto attack procs from his passive, as I guess the double strike, I believe it is, so from his passive every time he uses an ability.
Yes.
So I mean, he can, and he has a little bit of damage with that Ravenous Hydra, so he can do a little bit of damage to towers, but I mean, I don't know. So you can see Blue Gina has to go up there to try to push the wave back.
Yeah, it's most Blue Gina's been doing. I mean, that bear stance, he goes really quickly. He's a fast guy. He can kind of get around to lanes and push them back a little bit, but Dragon is up in like 8 seconds. Not a whole lot of formation around it, though now people are getting around there.
Yeah, and this has pretty much been the story for the last about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
McKinley's waited for the Dragon, went for it, waited for Punahou to contest it, win team fight, take Dragon, taking a turret, but this time there is no contesting from Punahou. And
yeah, Punahou is definitely not contesting that at all. They're probably just scared of McKinley. I wouldn't blame them either.
Yeah, they're not winning team fights, and like we've been talking about, where Smiter NA hasn't had the presence that I feel like he could be having in team fights. It's kind of off to the sides, not been able to get to anybody, and everyone from McKinley is very slippery, very mobile. So it's except for Besu, but if you go on Besu, she has like a barrier and a shield and a shockwave and a distance, and then everyone's gonna collapse on you. It's really hard to actually target anybody on McKinley right now. Yeah,
there are a bunch of slippery people. I don't know. The Thresh is pretty easy to pick out though.
Yeah, and he's been the only one dying in team fights, pretty much. I mean, Blue Gina has 4 deaths, but that came from laning phase pretty much. There hasn't really been much. He hasn't really been dying in team fights. It's been Thresh, Trickstar, hooking in somebody, launching himself into the middle of the team, and then pretty much giving his life to throw down a box.
That sounds about right. Young J808 though is kind of getting caught out a little bit.
Thank goodness something happens. He knocks back Blue Gina, but it's not going to be enough. He actually flashes out. It may be enough. Now Fantastic's there to pick up the kill. Rampage going over to Fantastic.
They actually might go for Baron at this point.
Yeah, actually see if that might prompt a Baron. And yeah, they're starting it. And
they're going for it.
This would be something that you would have to contest. And I don't.
Yeah, Punahou is right there. It's just I don't think they're strong enough without young J808.
No, and there's barely any health bars going down from Fantastic and Blue Gina, so they're playing this one right. And if Punahou engages on this, they're gonna lose everything, and they're just backing off right now, knowing that they're not taking any damage. I don't even think they need to back after that. There's only Fantastic has anything close to over 1,000 gold in their bank, so they're just going to shove into this mid lane turret, and the Baron buff's going to regen Blue Gina, no problem.
Yeah, it might be a little difficult to actually defend this, you know. Baron buff is quite the pushing power by itself.
Yeah, you can get the attack damage, ability power boost, but yeah, definitely also the health regen that's going to be helping out in team fights here. There's an engage from Punahou. Shockwave catching out 4 members though, and the box goes down. Destin landing on to Young J 808. Fantastic, fantastic. Popping his Dominus, trying to slice the dice out of there. He gets quite a bit of damage going down. Actually gets a shutdown going over to Young J 808. Now Blue Gina kind of in a bad situation too. Image is not quite getting taken down, but Blue Gina does fall to worst smiter NA. Dick Nixon almost falling. Image is going to take out MXI as well. True Shot Barrage not going to find its mark on the
so close.
Dick Nixon, yeah. But moral of the story, that was 2 for 1, but McKinley still got a turret out of it.
Yeah, I think that was really what they're going for in the whole place, is just to get that turret. Even though a lot of people did lose their Baron buff, or at least 2 of them did.
Yeah, 2 people. No, actually, Image is looking like he might be caught out here. He's getting slowed down. They're just going to ride the Thresh Express out. True Shot, not True Shot. That was an Ace in the Hole coming out. But
yeah, that was such a good Thresh Express.
Yeah, there's the Talisman Ascension being popped, and Trickster giving his life once again, trying to flay people back away from Images. And yeah, we're Smiter NA. I don't think he should be chasing this one right now. Blade of the Rune King still up for Images.
Yeah, that was a pretty okay team fight. I mean, it probably went a lot better for Punahou than they thought it would. I mean, at least they got a few kills out of it. They engaged under tower, which was the right move.
Yeah, they got a few kills, but now there's no mid lane turret to stop any kind of minion siege from the mid lane. So the minions are going to be pushing into their turret and out on their inhibitor and attracting a lot of attention there. So the map control is definitely in the favor of McKinley right now.
Yeah, and Images still has his Baron buff, as well as the other few people who survived. It was Images and I think Udyr.
Besu and Fantastic, I think. No, not Fantastic. It was Besu, because I think it's just Images and Besu, because Trickster died.
Yes, right. Trickster died to sacrifice his life for Images.
Yeah. Like he's pretty much.
Which is the right move to do.
Yeah, he's been doing that pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
But we're back to where it was about 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and 10 minutes ago. Dragon will be up in 1:25.
This is deja vu, man. It's constantly is happening.
It looks like they're still.
And it looks like they're just gonna go for the inhibitor, though.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Make it a little more interesting on the Rift tonight. But yeah.
Screw Dragon. Go for inhibitor.
Yeah, the inhibitor's a lot more powerful and a lot more needed than a Dragon. And there's not much contention coming out from Punahou. There's Dick Nixon getting in there. Fear of the Stance, you have yet to come out. There it's popped right now. Dominus being popped as well, blocking down the worst Smiter NA. Images able to take out PXI and Dick Nixon. Fantastic, just driving everyone back. Triple kill going over to Images as well. Inhibitor going down. There's only 2 members left of Punahou. They may be going in for the Nexus turrets now as well. Blue Gina has to back out, but actually he's going to come in.
Images wants it so much. Yeah,
there's a quadra kill going over to Images as well. He's going to lose his life here if he takes any more turret shots, but he gets out, and that's probably more likely going to be game.
Yeah, Punahou actually lost this one. That's unfortunate for them.
I will say
kind of a slow game.
Your mic is cutting in and out a little bit. It's a little bit of static going on.
My bad. I will try to fix that. I have some ambient noise.
No worries, but